Denver, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. He looks that one in nicely.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Oh, he wants it all. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
It's complete. He's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. Headed to the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Dropping back, it's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Restrepo. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Horton. Runs through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's McCormick. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Makes the catch. It's Horton. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, one of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets him across the goal line.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to go.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
And I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick touch pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Horton. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Miami 8, Colorado 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Martinez. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Little touch pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Ward. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Canes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's into the end zone. It is good, and now it's a 2-possession game, a 9-point lead here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Feeling some heat. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Fires toward the end zone. They intercept it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they've got their punt team on the field on 3rd down. He gets a block. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my